When I think about homeschooling, I think about exposing my children to what the real world looks like.
We just don't have the funds to support that kind of education. So finding an alternative within the public school system was really important.
Through public school, I think we always had a little bit of an itch in our minds that this wasn't what we wanted. We thought there was something different or something better that we could do. We're all just trying something that we think is the best for our kids.
The heart has 4 chambers, and we're going to try to find them today. This is a discovery learning experience. A cow heart is very, very similar to a human heart, and that's why we're using it today, because maybe one day you want to become a doctor. My name's Paul, this is my wife, Carla, and my 4 daughters, Vanessa, Victoria, Vienna, and Vivian.
When Vanessa was small, we originally planned on putting all our kids through private school.
We knew that we would have a larger family, and we didn't know what that would look like as far as the costs. So I asked my wife if we had any other options that we could think of. And homeschooling, in my mind, wasn't even something that I knew existed. My first reaction was no. What if we do this and they don't develop properly? I put regular schooling kind of on a pedestal because it's all I really knew. The way that she sort of, I guess, sold me on it was we met with other homeschooling families. They'll tell you what it's like. Then you get to see the support system. Like that, I came around.
This one is daughter, this one is older sister, and right now I'm drawing cat.
So basically, I want her to be fully immersed in the different cultures that she's studying. So with China, she's currently working on calligraphy. We do a lot of field trips throughout the year. Any topic that my kids are passionate about, we're going to.
We're gonna go to the Betway, see local artists, and we're gonna try to sketch a few of their pictures.
The curriculums per school year cost $1,000 to $3,000, depending on what you want to buy. There is a financial sacrifice. We pay out of pocket, we don't get any tax receipts, and my wife cannot go and get a paid job because this is a lot of work and a lot of hours.
Our kids are not forced to be homeschooled. For high school, they can choose what they want to do. I have some that are saying so far they want to be homeschooled. I have others that want to go a different route. It's all geared towards their end goal. I just want to give them the love of learning and the passion to be out there and reach their goals.
I think it's really important that if you feel something isn't necessarily working for your family or for your children, that you always look for other opportunities and believe that there are other opportunities. We are the Ayers family. I'm Erin. This is Grafton, Kingston, and Ashton. The school that they were attending previously was a smaller community school. They weren't given enough opportunities where they felt fulfilled, and I felt that it was also affecting their academic performance because of it. Homeschool would not be an option because I'm the only income earner, as well as private school. We just don't have the funds. So finding an alternative within the public school system was really important.
The first thing you do is wash your hands.
Public schools have now started to offer more specialized programming, which is great for students who don't fit the typical academic pedagogy. Having sports and wellness academies, arts-based schools, stuff like that is just great for students to have their needs met.
What makes us unique is that we have a focus on physical activity and well-being. Topics such as healthy cooking, yoga, meditation. We do lots of pool programs. We'll have sports clinics.
It's made me feel that I didn't need to have them in as many extracurricular programs that were costing me money.
It feels good to be a part of something, part of like groups like basketball team.
There's all different types of schools that many people don't know about, so it's really important to research what other options there are within the public school system. I'm just really happy that we found a school that works for us.
All right, you guys ready?
Make sure it's steep.
Yes?
Yeah, that's good. That should work. Not too steep though.
Not the way it was supposed to happen.
I'm Andrea. This is my husband, Vineet, Kashi, and Paxton, and we created a 21st century school.
Who wants strawberries?
Sure.
Through public school, I think we always had a little bit of an itch. Just sort of felt there's got to be a better way to do this, given what we know now about learning.
We were really afraid because we didn't know what to do. The other private schools are still mostly curriculum focused, and that's not what we wanted. We took what we know about children and learning and the brain and emotional development, and we started over from scratch. What would that look like?
We just said, let's open a school, and that sounds ridiculous to me that we did this, but we did.
We start off each morning right over here at the whiteboard where we do our Socratic discussion, start warming up the brain a little bit.
I strongly disagree. You can still be a team because it never says something you have to achieve.
There are studios, which are more like mini schools, I guess, age ranges. So we have Spark Studio, which is 4 to 6 elementary school kids, middle school, and high school. And each one of those will have about 12 kids and one teacher or guide, as we call them.
In the afternoon, we either do a writer's workshop or we go into our hands-on learning, which we call a quest, which is like a mini project. There is no typical day, and that's one of the beautiful things and also one of the challenges that we face.
Financially, it was a really tough thing for us. We had to agree as a family just to exist on less for quite a few years, which we have done.
But on the other hand, we feel more confident and comfortable with the school choice for our kids now than we ever had before.
The tuition for Infinity School is $12,400, and we made it as low as absolutely possible because we want to make it reachable for families.
We're all working together as a group. Less teaching and more learning, I think. Learning but having fun, that's what I think school should also be about.
I'm gonna cry. I'm listening to him, and honestly, this has been really hard.
Yeah.
Financially and emotionally, and I hear him talking, and I'm just like, okay, we did it, hey?
Yeah.
Wow.